S Yamaha and Marine in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Northeast's largest express dealer and one of the largest express dealers in the nation. I'm Andy. I'm the express guy here at F&S. If you contact us, more than likely you'll be speaking with me. If you're not familiar with us, check our Google reviews out, our Facebook reviews. We have a great reputation that we like to be very proud of and we like to show off. So if you don't mind, check us out and you can do a little reading of who we are and how we do business. We're privately owned. My dad is the owner. My grandfather started things in the late 40s. I've been here 30 years myself. Time flies. But we're all about service here, and that's just we're old boy mentality, and that's just how we do things. And we just believe service is the only way to do it. But anyway, let's get on to the exciting part. Just got in our first 2025 Express H20 bass. This is a new model for 2025. The first one we got in stock. Yamaha 175 SHO, which is the max horsepower. I was just at the Express show here a couple weeks ago and got to run one of these. With two of us in it, of course not loaded, but with two of us in it, it went 58 mile an hour. I'd say with loaded up, you easily mid-50s with a 175. All aluminum trailer made in-house by Xpress. We upgraded to the tandem axle trailer. Aluminum wheels, hydraulic disc brakes, and this is brakes on both axles. All the Xpress trailers I stock, that's an upgrade I do with every one. Trailers fit spot on. This model trailer is designed just for this model boat, so it makes it very easy to load and unload. You see the 4 bunks that hug the hull there. If you're familiar with Xpress, they have quite a reputation for ride and handling and rival many of their fiberglass boats that are in the industry. And what makes that reputation is their hyperlift hull. So what that means is at the very bottom of the boat there is a pad. That pad's about 12 inches wide and about 2 feet long. So the idea is that when the boat's running fast, the only thing that's in the water is the pad. It makes it go faster and it makes it ride better because very little of the boat's in the water. And then along with the aggressive steps and reverse chines, this boat will turn on a dime, bank in just like an aggressive V-bottom. It's not like a conventional aluminum boat that'll skip like a rock. This will turn immediately. And then also with those reverse chines and the width of the boat, it's about 94 inches. They're very stable. 2-3 guys can walk to the edge and they move very little. A lot of little things too that all add up into a better ride and handling boat as well. And just little things like, for instance, spray and liner. So every boat comes standard with a spray and liner just like this. And it's on every top of every lid, hatch, and underneath them as well. They spray it everywhere and they spray it on very thick. Little things like that make for a little bit more solid ride. And also too, it also makes it cool to touch. Like it's August here in Pennsylvania with a pretty bright sunshine. And as you can see, I can put my hand on this black boat and it's warm, but I'm perfectly fine to leave my hand there. That texture makes it cooler. It's kind of cool. Here's an example of a cutaway of the hull. And what you're looking at here, the yellow sticker is the bottom of the boat. This is the floor, spray and liner. Cross members throughout, and then foam is sprayed between the floor and the bottom of the boat. It makes for a quieter ride, and also helps give you more storage because most of the flotation is in the bottom of the boat. All these little things add up to this great ride. This one has a 10-inch hydraulic jack plate, 6 inches standard, manual. I upgrade all of our stock boats to 10-inch. In my opinion, they perform better. This style of a pad hull also, in my opinion, will perform much better with a jack plate. not just top end, but acceleration, turning, everything works better. And then you can either do a manual, or this one has hydraulic. Of course, hydraulic steering. And then we upgraded to the tilt steering, the C-Star system. A little bit more deluxe system versus the standard. Stainless prop. Quite a few options and a few packages available with this H series bass boats. This one has most of the popular options. I wanted to load this one up. Apologize, it's noisy here in the country today. You can see our neighbors across there, the cows. But this one has most of the popular upgrades on it, and we're going to start with the appearance package. So it's a blue appearance package. So you get blue stripes on the side of the boat, blue stripes on the seats, and then matching stripes on the sea deck floor covering. Part of the package. Sea deck floor covering is standard on this model. If you're not familiar with that, that's what I'm touching here now. Basically, it has all the advantages of carpet with none of the disadvantages. Hooks don't snag in it, dries quickly, it's easy to clean, it's very rugged as well. And down the road, if you do damage a panel, you can just replace that one panel. Upgrade though with this is I got sea deck down in the cockpit, which that's an upgrade. Kicker stereo, 2 speakers, another upgrade. This has the electronics package. So with the electronics package, you get upgraded fish finder and trolling motor. But then I upgraded even beyond with the packages. This has a Garmin Force, your 24 or 36 volt. And also a Garmin EchoMap 93 SV at the console. If you would rather have another brand, Humminbird for instance, we'd be glad to, Minn Kota, we'd be glad to swap out. We do a lot of custom installs here. Electronics, shallow water anchors, lithium batteries. Whatever you have in mind, we would be glad to do it. If you're not sure what any of that means, feel free to hit me up and I'll explain. And if you also see many other YouTube videos that we have on our channel, I've done a lot of videos with boats that are completely rigged for customers to show you what the possibilities are. Another reason why I do those videos once they're already sold, we have a lot of customers from all over the nation that buy boats from us. And there's some from far distance, and they don't get to see the boats before they either pick up or we meet each other, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But I try to do a good detailed walkthrough video when we're finished. That way they can see exactly what they're getting. Helps them better understand their boat as well. We'll do a video before they pick up. I mentioned our Google reviews there earlier. We're proud to say we have people from all over the nation pick boats up from us. And then we also do delivery. I go all over. If I bring them myself, I'll usually meet the customer halfway. It depends exactly where they're from and the exact scenario. Or we can come the whole way too. It really depends on the situation. But contact me and I'd be glad to explain. But then when we do that, I'll also try to scope out a waterway where we're meeting. That way we can meet each other at the water and I can show you your boat on the water. And with our service too, we go through every boat very thoroughly. So not just Xpress, but every boat in the industry needs some help when they come from the factory. And the good dealers will take their time to go through them very thoroughly. We actually make a checkoff sheet just for Xpress boats. If we see a problem with an Xpress, the next time we prep one, we'll add that line item to the list to make sure we check it. And then also too, every boat that we sell, from a small duck boat up to a big bay boat, we will water test. And I water test myself, every single one, because there's certain things that we can only test in the water. Propping, jack plate, live well fitting leaks, all of those things. They need to be in the water to test them properly. We're third generation here, and my grandfather started things in the late 40s. My dad's the current owner. I've been here 30 years myself, but it's just how we do business here, and we don't know it any other way. Jumping in the boat. Sorry, I got a little winded there outside the boat. Big front deck. You got 9-foot length inside the rod storage on the left-hand side. I laid a tape measure out here on the front deck too to show you the width. So you're basically about 80 inches there inside the gunnels. Pretty wide. Xpresses are all aluminum, completely welded together. Nothing's riveted in. Even things like the foot pedal tray, that is a part of the structure of the boat, welded in. Floors are all welded in, completely welded. This is a cooler that comes with all the H series boats. I laid it on the front deck there to show you. Storage is up front. You see the shock assist door there, the tubs. That's a light inside, so this also has a light kit, so all the compartments are lit, including the live well. You see the spray and liner, it's sprayed everywhere. Storage is on the right hand side. Getting another shock. Tubs. If the tubs are removed, or a tub is removed I should say, then it's one huge storage area underneath the front deck. Console, the gauges, trim gauge, tack, water pressure gauge, fuel gauge, along with the hydraulic jack plate. Then we also got the dual blinker trim, and that's this switch right here. Right hand side does the trim of the motor, left hand side does the hydraulic jack plate. Another upgrade. Another upgrade, recirc live well with pump out. So that's a separate pump at the live well that recirculates for when you're driving down the road, or if you're up on plane running for a while, to recirculate the water that's in the live well. And that has a pump out as well. The live well here is behind the seats. Tackle tray storage on each side. $36-gallon fuel tank, which is located here at the back of the boat, and that's where the battery storages are, battery charger, and if you do shallow water pumps, they'll go back here as well. Another common question that I get with the boats is, how do I do a build-a-boat? Well, Xpress doesn't have a build-a-boat on their website, but what I do is I make up info sheets, and the info sheets list all of standard items, packages, and options, and I'd be glad to send that to you. Usually people will email me or call me, and I'll email that to you, and then we'll talk about it, because it's a little confusing. It's a lot of different scenarios and ways to go, but feel free to hit me up and I'd be glad to explain and send that to you as well. We do a lot of special orders here at F&S as well. We welcome that. Time frames will vary as the year, depends on which exact model and whatnot and how the year is going with Xpress, but I'll explain in more detail on that particular case. Another common question we get is, what is the difference between an X Series 19, X21, and an H18 or H20? See my other videos. I'm getting actually ready to do a very detailed difference between an X19 and this H20 here shortly. But those videos will explain in detail the differences. I appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, like and subscribe to our channel. It helps other people find us. And please let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.